this particular discussion we are going to have mainly focused on the interviews for Oracle Database Administrator, starting from 0 year up to 4 years of experience. So the purpose right now, I'm going to have the process wise. I will start with a very basic question, then we'll go little deep, not deep and deep. Basic, so 0 to 2 years, and then little deep, 2 to 4 years. So as a whole, this particular discussion, we can treat this as a 0 to 4 years of our DBA experience interview. Okay. So,
all right,
yeah. So anyone of you can just take a call and start. And the very first question is, give us the detail about your day-to-day activity you are performing as a Oracle Database Administrator.
Okay. So, sir, my name is Shatriya Goshipati, and I've completed my master's in marine science in last year. And now I'm working as an Oracle DBA in Shah Infotech. And my day-to-day life activities is more like to check or monitor the table space utilization, the FRA size and utilizations, the session utilizations, and assigning all the SQL queries in the cron jobs in our cron tab to check or monitor all the databases. And moreover, if any error occurs or like any error comes, then they used to call me to help or make a solution of it by checking the alert logs and more.
What else apart from that? Arnav, you want to add something? You can add it.
Yes, sir. Sir, as a DBA, I used to do the table space monitoring, then file system monitoring, FRA monitoring, deleting archives with keeping few days in disk via RMAN. Then also we have to check for the locked objects, which objects are locked. And other than that, we have to check the alert log for an error, and also check the DBMS jobs which are running or the status.
Okay. Anything else?
Sir, there is one thing. Actually, my company used to tell me to take a backup in every week. So I used to take one thing, that is taking the full backup in every Sunday, and in like from the Monday, like in every 6 hours, I have to take the archive log backups, so that there can be, like, if any data file got corrupted or any file getting corrupted or deleted, then I can able to restore and recover from that backup pieces. So this
that's the reason you said that, okay, we have to take backup on Sunday.
Sir, actually, we have to take full database backup, and for that, we can use the hot backup policy using RMAN. So if there is any sort of error, or like database is getting overloaded or it is going shut down, so it will simply hamper our business policy. So for that, we need to restore and recover only on the weekends when like everybody is on a holiday. So we have to take care of the database on the Saturday from the eve to Sunday.
Okay, very good. So see, whatever you explained, let me just answer the same question. What I asked you, you answered. You both answered, right? So
sure,
break this into very simple way. It's not that whatever you said is wrong, but there is always scope of improvement for any or everything related to these questions, because there is no specific rule for these kind of questions. Whatever best way you can represent your activity, that is going to give you more weightage. Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my day-to-day activity mainly focused on two things. One is the monitoring part, another is user request. First off.
Okay.
Under monitoring part, there are different type of monitoring we used to take care of. Mostly those monitoring related activity or alerts or notification used to come over email, over messages in the cell phone, over call, what we used to say support call. Example, table space related issues, maybe space, mount point related space issues, maybe some Oracle error coming into alert log file of databases. Those notifications used to come in an email. Maybe some jobs fail, EXPDP, or maybe RMAN job, those kind of things fails. This kind. Sometimes we used to receive the email for long running queries, that this query is running for more than maybe 10-15 minutes, means say anything. Whatever threshold means the specific rule has set. If it is not following, we used to get notification. That 3 to 4 example I already gave. So
Okay, sir.
about monitoring. Apart from that, we used to get different kind of the performance related thing notification into the database. Maybe database some process got hung. Maybe sometime due to n number within database, listener got down.
Yes.
So those status check we used to receive as alert. Second, what I mentioned, it's a user request. Example, maybe we are getting different kind of request related to object creation, modification, manipulation, that kind of thing. Example, adding column in a table, changing size of a column, creating new object, means maybe it's a table, it's maybe view. Apart from that, time to time, we used to receive the query to get output for that query because it is a little bit resource hungry. That means the normal application users don't have that kind of privilege to run those query from their end. So we used to get requests to run those query. Sometimes loading data from production database to development database. That we used to say database refresh. That activity. Sometimes taking special backups. Why? Because we are going to do some or the other measure or change into database. So before doing any change, we used to take full backup.
All right. All right.
Mostly EXPDP, sometimes RMAN.
Okay.
Apart from that, sometimes it's a routine activity for patching.
Yes, sir.
Time to time, maybe it's not frequent, but sometimes doing some activity related to upgrade. Upgrading, suppose database version was 12, we used to make it 19 or 20. So those activity we used to perform definitely under the seniors, though you are having 3, 4 or 2, 3 years of experience. So that thing you are doing.
All right, sir.
Sometimes activity used to happen in production, so we used to monitor the database, whether the activity is up to the mark or not, whether suddenly CPU utilization or any resource utilization is getting higher or not. Sometimes we used to monitor whether connections are coming from specific application users or not. We used to monitor.
Okay, sir.
So see, there is no confusion. I divided the total part into 2 categories. So it's very better, means good for you to make it segregation 1 by 1 point. Not necessarily you have to make the point what I made a 20 point or 10 point. Whatever is there, you have to. So in that way, whatever the expectation from the interviewer is going to be a little bit better way. Okay, these guys are really.
All right. So we have to say about the monitoring part
And user request.
Yeah.
and user request.
That's all.
You in your brain things got segregated in 2 parts. So you labeled or present or represent in a much better way than the mixing 2 things in the 1 basket. Then keeping 2 separate baskets with small things. That is 2 category of activity. And that's what you guys have said, right? But
Yes, sir.
imagine that's what you were answering, but we are thinking, okay, am I missing something? Am I just, is it okay? Because I asked anything else. No need to be panic. That's it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
But unknowingly, what blunder you guys have done, that is exposing you. I used to take backup. Hari. Backup. This job is already set. You are not going to take backup. Same thing I said. Occasionally, due to some specific request, I used to take backup. There is a whole lot.
Like
different part. If you will see this.
Like if anyone asks me to take an EXPDB backup in mail, like they will schedule in the mail from there.
If they will ask, that is not the daily activity, right? This is like sometimes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you have mentioned, I used to take backup.
That was a blunder.
Already scheduled in the different kind of job schedulers, or these things are there, or not in a cron tab. This is already RMAN or EXPDP already set.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the moment you are answering any of these questions, like you said, I have to take backup on Sunday. Why Sunday? Simple answer. Whatever they end or before ending your thing, you make some genuine point. It's not wrong, but to the point. In the weekend, load server compared to the weekdays, very less.
Okay, the load of the server is comparatively less in the
Yes.
Okay.
Because no asset big these things are happening. Number one is this kind of maintenance activity we are choosing weekend because of this reason. Less load, less usage of the server means less application use. So in case something bad happens, the impact on the business is going to be very minimal. So you need to.
All right, sir. Got it.
Because whenever we are doing any activity in the database, entire application, entire system, entire company is depending on that. So if something bad happens, it is going to be kind of business or revenue will impact in negative.
All right, sir.
Everything is happening in off hours, not business hours. Even the jobs were scheduled in the midnight mostly, because in the daytime all the business related activities is happening. All the jobs including backup RMAN or EXPDB or any application job, mostly in the night time or early morning kind of thing.
All right, sir. But the average load is less.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, question, though we are discussing these things, how you are going to know as a DBA, because your boss asks saying, okay, Satyaki, do one thing. These are the two different databases are there. Can you please let me know at what time in 24-hour databases load are on very peak and the reverse too low? How you are going to answer this question? How you are going to check when the load is very high, when load is very low?
Sir, first of all, I need to check the session utilization, like when the users are getting connected to our database. So the load is higher on the midday situations, like from morning to afternoon, and the load is less when it is midnight and on the dawn, like nearly around 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. The load is less because the number of users connecting to our database is less as comparatively in the middays.
So that you are doing assumption, right? Because the way normal, but it may happen for some databases activity is different. Maybe nighttime more, daytime less.
Daytime less.
How you are going to check? Because suppose you joined as a DBA very first week for you, your boss asked you, so you don't know the pattern of that database. Question was how you are going to check to find out what is the peak hour, what is the low resource consumption hour for the database. Are you getting the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we can check a view of active session.
Yeah. So on that, when you will check that time, you will come to know that active session is what. But we were asking that 24-hour, in 24-hour, which one is the peak hour, which one is the non-peak hour? That is the question. Are you getting the question? And so what I asked?
Yes, sir.
So suppose I don't know too much about, I'm just 0 to 2 years experience kind of interview I'm giving. So manual way, normally what you should answer at least, sir, what I'll do, though I know it is going to be manual. So what I'll do for few, every hours, I'll generate active session or $V sessions. I'll see how many number of connections are there. So that is one way, though it's not very novice kind of answer, but still you have to apply your logic, right? If you will be checking every 1 hour active session, you'll run the query every 1 hour. You'll come to know, if you compare all this thing, how many number of active sessions are there, which one is the very high, that you can say, sir, this is the highest time what I found, and this is the way I did it, and which one is active. So this is just common sense I'm just trying to tell. Though view is there, but this is, if you are able to answer this, you are going to get some point. Not some point, good point at least. That guy is having at least yes logic. This makes sense.
All right. So like if we say like sir, we have to check from a view called $V sessions. We have to check basically all the active sessions where the users were.
Yeah, active means at least that is the common sense. Active is something happening, right?
Yes. True.
It's not that only people are making connection and by making connection load is there. No, load is there. No. Minimum 0.00001% kind of load will increase. But if they're doing something, when you active, then something is happening.
Yes. So, like changes in the table and transactions are exchanging a lot more queries.
That is creating load.
Yeah. So again, simple. This is one way, very novice way. Apart from that, if you have little idea about OEM, so there is when by default, when we are logging in the OEM for any and choosing any specific database, it is showing the graph from this time to this time, which time is the graph means the CPU utilization, active sessions, query utilization. Clubbing all these main resource parameter, it is showing the graph. And if you check the 24-hour graph, you will find that which time the peak and which one is the lower. So with OEM, to answer the question, with the OEM session history or the monitoring graph used to be there, by looking into that, we will be able to see for last 1 day, maybe 2 day, maybe 3 day, maybe 4 day. You go and check for 24 hours which one is giving the common peak R or the lowest resource utilization R. Making sense?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Apart from that, there are views. Okay, so simply go and, though we are just discussing, let me you go and check.
So I need to check about the OEM managing graphs.
Oh, OEM, yeah. From which this thing, whenever you will log in, there is the active sessions. So graph is coming the very first page.
All right. So from there we can monitor it.
So
like when the
OEM. A simple Oracle database monitoring through OEM. Okay, Oracle database monitoring from OEM, whichever version. Okay, and if you go and check image, I want to show you the image only. It looks like this one, what I was referring you guys. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah. So if you go and check now, see the time there, 9:22 a.m., 10:32, 10. See, and if you go and check at the last is the peak. So if you'll go and scroll now, you'll be able to. So what exactly it is showing? See, the graph, these, and each and every CPU green one is there. Okay. So on that way, you will be able to, and which query is performing more. If you go bottom, all the top consumes the SQL statement is available. So same point of time, which SQL statement is consuming the most, it is going to be in the top. And for how long it is running and all those sessions, which session is going. So just to give you a glance, no need to just have much detailed idea, but at least you have some clue how or which options are available to make our database life pretty easy.
Sir?
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir. So I have a question. So
Sir, green is for CPU load.
Yeah, the CPU uses, see, it's already there. Green is for CPU, blue is for IO. IO means maybe insert, update, delete kind of things are happening. Okay, wait means some resources are waiting. So the more wait is there, more problem will be there.
Okay. And sir, below that, there are n number of session IDs. And
due to these session means due to these SQL ID, due to these queries, consumptions are showing.
Okay, and the duration of that SQL query.
Yes,
as well.
How long it is active or how long it is running.
But sir, I have a question. Will it only give about the CDB, like the container database, and not the pluggable database?
No, not only CDB. Depending on which means what type of database, so which user is here. Nothing is there. It is showing the CDB or PDB or XYZ user. Those are the users basically.
Okay.
For example, you can just treat.
All right, sir. Oracle Enterprise Manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you getting? The question is not OEM. Question is how to check the load.
All right.
Which one is peak? Which one is non-peak? That was the question.
By entering Oracle Enterprise Manager.
Yes, we can. So answer is simple. With the help of OEM, we used to just check the graph time-wise, and that way we are coming to conclusion what is going on. If 10 databases there, for 10 databases, 10 different means you have to choose
10 different graphs.
Each and every database you choose, a different graph will be there based on their uses. It's not that all the graph is going to say, so you say no.
All right.
So when you go to OEM now, it will be giving all the list of the database available to you for under your control or under your domain or access.
All right, sir. So from there we can, manage it. Like if the red color is going high, like if there is any SQL query like going for longer time, so we need to manage about that query due to the slowness in the database. Yeah.
OEM is not there. Then what you will do? It might happen, right? So there are different.
Then we will use views.
Yeah, different views are there. So you'll simply, if you go here, we used to use different script for the monitoring.
All right.
So Oracle database monitoring script. Okay, so you'll be getting a number of database script, but ultimately which queries are going to be used? Mostly the $V sessions related, see the object log, object privilege, session history. So the answer is, if you are not very confident about the view, answer is very simple. Sir, we used to use different script to monitor that, and mostly that $V sessions and sessions history, those kind of views are getting used. Okay, can you please tell me what view? Sir, right now I'm not able to recall, but this is the way we are doing it.
All right.
That's it. So at least see, what is the main purpose people are asking these questions? Whether you have clue, whether you have idea how to do or not. See, these active user sessions SQL. But these are things, right? Monitoring status. So these are the already inbuilt scripts are there. Not necessary. So different databases, different scripts. So we will be focusing mainly on 12C or 19C kind of thing.
All right, sir.
Okay. So see, resource plan is there, everything. See, all the details are there. If you go and check within this each and every query, you will come to know what exactly going on.
Okay, sir. Even we can download these scripts as well, right?
Yes, it's there plenty of. So the whole purpose of these things, these are the ways we are using. Because I don't have all the scripts ready always. So what I should not be just waiting and waiting and waiting. Go and just active session. See, go open it. See, and run it. You will come to know what active session kaise pata karna hai. All these things are there. Login time, everything is there. So ultimately, which are the sessions? See, session, process. But I don't remember exactly what is this. But if you go and just monitor top 2, 3, you will come to know what it is doing. And that is it. We all should know.
Okay, sir.
Monitoring memory utilization, same thing. See? So at least not all 3, 4 script you should be knowing it. See? Which session being used in this, if you will see, session, session stats.
Session. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's it.
Stat name and session stat. Okay.
Yeah. So bottom line, these always you are not going to remember, but what I said is these is the common with the $V session. Sometimes you session history, so session stat. See,
$V active session.
Yeah. And on and on and on. Whichever is a little bit relevant to you, no need to just, you said that object log. How to find out object log? You have discussed, but which log? See, $V access. Log, you will come to know. So 3, 4 at least you have to have idea. I'm not requesting to just mug up everything. It's not even, I don't remember all those things, but I have idea how to do this. And that's what I'm trying to share with you all.
Okay, sir. Like we have to be specific with certain views, like which are really important.
Oh, that's it.
True.
Try to understand the question what I'm asking you. That can be answered in different ways.
Okay, sir.
You're getting the idea?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now coming back to the question, like, okay, suppose somebody is asking, okay, Arnab, tell me the Oracle database architecture. How are you going to explain?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So first of all, there will be a user process.
Mm-hmm.
So the user process will try to connect with the server process.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, it will take it to the shared pool, under which there will be library cache and data dictionary cache. And in the SGA part, there will be database buffer cache accompanied by Java pool and Redulog buffer accompanied by large pool. And the background processes that will be running are pmon, smon, then database writer, log writer, checkpoint, and others.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, same answer. I'm not saying answer is wrong or something. Question was, what was the component of database? Right? That was the main thing. That was the question, right?
Sir, architecture.
Yeah. So architecture or the component. So, but
yes, sir.
when you started with the process related, no, simply answer like, okay, in Oracle database architecture, mainly we are having 3 components. Memory, that's what we are saying.
Background processes and physical area.
No, memory, one is memory area, one is the processes, one is the data file. So memory means it's system global.
Yeah, shared global area system.
And then the data files under SDA, system global area. again we are having shared pool,
database buffer cache, large pool,
Java pool,
and stream pool.
Processes, these are the processes: S1, Pmon, CKPD, database writer, log writer, kind of. Under data files, we are having data files, control files, read log files, some other files are there, password files, archive log files.
Yes, sir.
That's it. What is major component these things I know, sir. The challenge, what is happening, the problem, what is happening, what else we used to start sweating. अरे सबको तो सब कुछ नहीं पता है, मेरे को भी नहीं पता है सब कुछ, but
Yes, sir.
whenever you know at least fun, okay, this thing I can recall, that's it. Don't put pressure on you. Whatever you guys know, more than enough, but you have to present in little better way.
Yeah, like we have to be more presentable.
Yeah, it's not that the Arnav said wrong, but he missed the main point. So why? It's not that he don't know.
Yes, sir.
सर वो घबरा जाते हैं, मतलब कि कोई अगर क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं तो मतलब कि घबरा जाते हैं, उससे सब पूरा पजल अप हो जाता है.
Okay, now next, Satyaki,
Yes, sir.
exactly the use of checkpoint. CKPT, there is processes there, right?
Yes, sir. So basically, yeah. So when a user connects, writes an SQL query, it transfers it to the server process. The server process finally writes the query into our database, and it is written in the database buffer cache. And what happens when that user request commits that particular statement, then a full checkpoint happens. And what does it do? After that full checkpoint happening, there is an SCN number which will be getting generated, and that SCN number will be written on the header of the redo log file, followed by the control file, and followed by the data file to sync all the physical files.
Okay.
And after completion of the first full checkpoint, the statements or the redo statements will be written from the redo log buffer cache to the redo log files with the help of log writer. And this happens in every 3 seconds, or 1/3 of the space is taken in the redo log buffer cache, or if any commit happens. So thus there will be changes in our database with the particular value which has been stored inside it. And each and every physical files are getting synchronized with the help of the SCN number writing onto the header of each of the physical files.
When it is happening, any situation you remember, you can.
Sir, it is happening in incremental checkpoint or full checkpoint, like when we are giving the SQL statement and committing it. If we commit it, then a new SCN number will be generated, and the full checkpoint process will be completed. And from there, the checkpoint background process will trigger the database writer to write the dirty buffer from the DB buffer cache to our data files to make it permanent, to make the changes permanent.
Okay. What is the actual use of redo log buffer? What is the purpose?
Sir, the purpose of redo log buffer is that.
So can I?
Wait, Arnav. Let's finish.
So if there is any recent changes happening in our database, so it is written into the redo log buffer. If suppose by mistake, if there is any load shedding or any power cut has happened, so and we haven't committed that particular statement, so those statements will be stayed in the redo log buffer cache. And after entering or starting up our database, we can see that if the current SCN number is suppose 100 and our committed statement SCN, which we can check from the online redo log, is 98. So we have missed the 2 SCN numbers or the 2 SQL statements which we haven't committed. So for that, we can fetch those data from the online redo logs, which is also known as the redo log cache hit. And we can commit those statements, and there will be no data loss in our database.
Okay. So question was, what is the actual use of redo log buffer? So answer what you said, that suppose somebody have done the transaction and they did a commit, and that SCN number was there 98, and after that some records are there not committed yet, that will be a fetch in case of the scenario power off or something happened. That is the actual use of read log buffer, what I understood, correct?
Yeah, like fetching all the recent transactions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you did commit. Two statement is not committed yet. Database failed or switched off or power cut or something.
Something happened.
So that two transaction is going to be fetched, and that is the purpose of read log buffer, what I understood, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Arnav, are you agree with that or something else is there?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, redo log buffer, what it does is it is a part of SGA that actually is in charge for the recent changes that is made in database.
Yeah, that's okay. In charge, but definitely some purpose is there, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the purpose? What is the use, basically? It's keeping the changes, the transaction, but why? That was the question. Like Satyaki said, okay, this two thing will be recovered in case of something fail or database crash or power off, something.
Yes, sir.
So Satyaki, your question to you is...
So I can say one thing, like with the help of this redo log buffer cache, there can be no data loss. We can restore those data, which suppose like if someone has committed any SQL query.
So are you going to something other than the thing what you said?
I said what I said.
Same thing you are.
No, I'm same thing. I'm repeating. Yes, sorry, sir.
No, so no need to repeat because I understood that. If something apart from that, else you wanted to make, then you tell me. Otherwise, just.
Sir, I can add one thing. That is, if any query, like if any of the queries which are written on the redo log buffer cache and it is getting committed, so after getting committing the statements, we need to store these statements into a particular file as an archive. So for that, we can use those archive logs, which is like when when there is a log switch which is happening from one redo log member to one redo log to another redo log. So all the SQL statements getting archived in the archive log, and from there we can do a very important thing, that is the restoration and the recovery of the database without any data loss. So archive logs are much more important as like the online redo logs.
So what do you mean to say that archive log is coming due to these redo log buffer, and this is we are restoration is its restoration process is keeping this file, that means archive log file for recovery. Is it so?
Sir, let me explain you.
No,
First,
I got the point. See,
yes.
Answer is very simple. Question was, what is the actual use of read log buffer, right?
Yes, sir.
What you said to start with is, sir, commit statement done, 48, suppose 98 was the SCN number or whatever number, but and after that two transaction happened, and if crash, this two transaction will be recovered, right? What I understood from you. So far, that's what you made the statement earlier?
Yeah.
So you tell me first that after any crash, whatever transaction is happening, whatever the statement people are filing and not committed yet, is that statement is going to be there into database? Yes or no?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Once coming to your example, what you gave, saying that particular 98 SCN number you did commit and that data is already there in database.
Yes,
After that, two things happened, two transactions happened, two statement, somebody executed DML statement or yeah, and after that database crash. So buffer, what you will do, that is committed, that is 98, that till data will be there, and after that, whatever two more SQL statement was there, it's not committed, that is going to be fetched also, right?
Yes, from the redo log buffer cache, we can fetch.
Yeah, redo log buffer cache. First thing, if system crash, is this two statement is there into the cache, means memory? Is it?
No.
So now, if I'm assuming that you are saying that every 4 seconds or 3 seconds or whatever the thing will be
1/3.
Yeah, redo log buffer. So that statement again you are saying this two insert or any DMS statement will be recovered, correct? Just for FYI, or just I'm trying to understand, after you made a commit and you inserted or updated two statement after commit.
Yes.
And after that, you crash the database.
Okay.
Is this last two statement what you made after commit, is it going to be recovered? Yes or no?
Yes, we can recover.
No, that is the problem with the basics.
Okay, okay.
Guarantee to recover only committed data, not uncommitted data.
Not uncommitted.
All right, all right.
Are you understanding what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what you were trying to tell, or the question what I was asking, simple, what is the actual use of redo log buffer? So indirectly it is coming to redo log file also, because from buffer things is transferring into this thing, redo log file.
Physical area, yes.
So answer is simple. Redo log file. My question was very prominent, saying what is the actual use of redo log buffer? Actual use of redo log buffer is to do the recovery. That's it. This is the answer.
All right.
Apart from recovery, tell me what else we are doing with redo log buffer. Nothing. If you are saying that syncing and then it's a process of recovery only.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So why to unnecessarily just confuse yourself and confuse the interviewer?
No, sir. So actually,
Exactly,
all the committed segments which are executed in the redo logs, there will be a specific SCN will be present beside the file, and the non-committed
Recovery process is somebody will ask, then you explain it. Why you are
Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, sir. You're right.
I have to answer to the point. If you don't know, say I don't know. That's it.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
Now, actual point, what you were trying to tell, you were explaining me the recovery process, instance recovery process you were explaining. How it's happening. So instance recovery, whatever transaction we have done the commit. Okay. So just try to understand next 2-3 minutes what I'm trying to help you guys understand. This is very vital and most of us miss this point. And the same thing happened with me long back also. What mistake you are doing, Satyaki? Because there's a very fine line and very tough to understand or realize, not understand, realize to start with. So,
Okay, sir.
database writer writes when little bit longer duration, after longer duration, it will write into the data files. That's what we are saying, lazy writer, right?
Yes, sir.
But in the redo log buffer, it is frequently, maybe
in every 3 seconds.
Maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000 times faster than the database writer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hoye na hoye, the redo log buffer get transferred into file. But in database writer will only write the checkpoint hoega, else it will be about to 1 MB or uska threshold reach karega. It might happen in last 24 hours, no, nothing is getting written. Will this write? Checkpoint ke alawa wo likhega hi nahi.
हाँ, sir. Correct.
That's the point. So
Yes,
the that is happening, this ये वाला चीज हम लोग ना realize नहीं कर पाते. So now let me tell you the exact thing where you are missing. It is very vital. What you said that, sir, database redo log buffer, from buffer it is transferring to redo log files, and every 3 seconds or 1/3 full or whatever condition is there.
Yes,
now, what we are assuming that if I will make a commit means redo means a database buffer ka file will be written to where? Into data file. Is it true? For you, what you guys understand, it is, yes, it will write. But is it writing? Always commit means database buffer say data transfer hota hai kya data file mein?
नहीं.
नहीं, sir.
But right now, what you are answering, you are thinking that commit kiya matlab wahan se likh diya. So if the database is giving commit and data is not writing into the database data files, और उसमें अगर क्रैश कर गया तो वो डेटा कहां से आएगा डेटा फाइल में? कमिटेड डेटा, क्योंकि कमिटेड डेटा तो लिखा नहीं है डेटा फाइल में.
हाँ, तो वो हमें redo log से fetch करना पड़ेगा.
एक्चुअली वो इंस्टेंस रिकवरी जब होगा, Oracle गारंटी देता है कि वो चीज आएगा. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Got it.
So these are the things is the missing. And what you said, Satyaki, this was the missing in your answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for reframing my answer.
Because see, these are very small line, and this the same that I did also. It's not that, and I came to know this in one interviewer asked me the same question. I said, "Oh my God, what blunder!" Then this is after working as a DBA for 4-5 years. I was giving one interview. He just asked the same question, and then that time I realized. So I also used to think that I commit मार दिया मतलब वो data files में लिख दिया.
बट नहीं होता है। हाँ बिल्कुल सर। सर यही मिसिंग था मेरा, मतलब कि आंसर में, कि हर वक्त तो डेटा फाइल्स में नहीं लिखते, और अगर कमिटेड स्टेटमेंट्स मुझे लेना है तो मुझे रीडलॉग से मुझे फेच करना पड़ेगा, ऑनलाइन रीडलॉग से।
Yes.
So here, if we are making, suppose 100 statement and 100 commit is there. So all those 100 statement is already there onto database buffer only, not yet written, because it's threshold uska 1 MB jo bhi hota condition full checkpoint हुआ नहीं है. So it is going to be there in the database buffer only. And after 10, 15, 20 minutes, if database crashes, the data committed data is not there in the data file.
Okay, it is still there in the database buffer cache, but like redo-log buffer cache.
Exactly, not redo log buffer caches. Buffer cache means it's gone already. Database cache is gone, right? But that has been written into
the redo-log. Acha. Okay, okay.
And when it will start again, it is going to do what? Instance recovery.
Yes, sir.
And in recovery, what it will do? The process, which process is responsible for recovering the database? S1 or P1?
P1, sir.
P1.
S1.
S1, sorry. Server monitor.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, S1. So S1 will do what? S1 will just go and check, okay, till last committed data was there in data file header is suppose 80. And now, right now, the checkpoint is 98, where the last committed is there. So 80 to 98, all those things available in the redo log buffer will be reapplying till last. And after that, it will check which one is committed. It will stay there into data file, rest will be recovered. Rolling forward, rolling back. If you remember in the instance recovery process you have learned, or you learn after this meeting, it will reapply all the redo log files available. And then only committed will be there. And after that, rest will be rolled back.
All right.
So that is the main thing. So that is the reason maybe many of us have explained you that checkpoint. This is the vital thing. And this is the only question, if you're able to answer it, interviewer will give you maybe 10 or 15 bonus marks. But hardly anybody will be able to answer this question. At least I took maybe more than 120, 30 interview in my career. Hardly I got any correct answer for this question.
All right, sir. So I'll make a note of it.
Now, are you getting what exactly the missing link?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After the
Yes, sir.
digging you out, you simply said, sir, this much I know. That's it. जहाँ पे confusion है, जाना ही नहीं.
Okay.
If somebody is asking, are you sure? Sir, as per my understanding, this is what I know. No need to do argument. No, sir. Yes, I know. Correct. This is the no. It is not going to help you.
All right.
Be firm and humble.
True, sir.
You interview them. They have much more experience. So
Exactly. Exactly, sir.
It will backfire you. Okay, next question. Tell me what exactly the use of UGA, User Global Area, or PGA, whichever answer. PGA. First, tell me the PGA. And what is PGA? What is the use of PGA? As a novice, if I'm asking, I know nothing about DBA. How you're going to answer it? What is PGA? If you don't know, that's a pass it.
Sir, PJ is known as Program Global Area, and it contains data and control information for the background processes.
Okay, data and control information. This is the line you have read it from book, right, or PDF. What is data and control information? I need to understand as a novice, as a layman.
Sir, data means data and control information means all the information inside the database. That is inside the database.
Like Satyaki, program
Yes,
global area. As a layman, you need to justify what exactly it is.
So program global area is a non-shareable memory layer. Like for each client request, there will be one server process, and for one server process, there will be one program global area which is assigned. Like for each user, there will be separate program global area. If suppose there are 10 users connecting to our database, so there will be 10 program global area where the user connects with the help of the server process to our non-shareable memory realm, and after that, the user get access to the shareable memory realm, that is the shared global area.
So what contains PGA? You said user, for one user, there is a one PGA, correct?
Yes.
Connection. But it is going to have something, right? If you open it with your naked eye, you will see what you will see.
So it will be containing all the data as per Arnav said. It will be containing all the data and the control informations.
What data? That's what I'm asking.
Sir, actually, I think it will contain the information about the sessions, then logins.
Exactly. That you have to mention. Otherwise, these are the bookies you are sharing, right? Because you're not able to understand users' information. What? At least yes, at what time it login, connection, right?
Yes.
Sessions, yeah.
Along with that, there's something called bind variables. Like when we are running the query now, we are passing some value as a variable. That used to be there.
Yes, yes, sir.
So at least that thing you have to mention. What else? Sir, this much I know. Because the information, data, these are the very surface level, right? You have to be, because
specific.
You're also not able to understand what you are saying.
Yes,
when I'm asking a question, you guys, oh my God, what is this? Then maybe somehow you will be able to fetch it, maybe by Google or maybe by note.
We have to be specific and on point.
Yeah, at least 1 or 2 points, you have to just say that you are able to understand.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, sorry, tell me.
Sir, can you please repeat that? Like PGA, what contains the one data it contains?
Yeah, this is user information. Example, suppose somebody will ask to find out, okay, this session connected with database known as HR. For how long this session is getting connected? So how long means what? When it is getting connected, right? That time. Plus, suppose each and every connection, whenever we are getting some response, outcome, this outcome will go where the user got connected. That terminal only, right? Who is going to keep that information? From where this request came, the answers should go to that connection only, that particular terminal only. So that information, where it is? Who gave the request? They will only get the response, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that who gave, some identity should be there, right? Where this information will be available. From which machine it went request, right? That machine only get the response?
Yes, sir, exactly.
So that information is going to be there in the user global, PGA basically. Usually is part of that when we are using the shared server. But for now, we are discussing the program global area.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Apart from that, there is a work area. Work area means suppose you are giving selection of EMP, order by employee ID, order by salary. So this order by this sorting where it is happening.
Okay.
Sorting, is it not happening in temp data file?
Temp though, it is going if it is not able to perform, if the data is big, then only it is going to be the temp area, not for small sorting.
Okay.
We have learned something called work area, right? What is work area? Where it is being kept?
Sir, inside the PGA.
Exactly. So far, what we have learned is the component, but we need to realize now where it is happening. Because temp will be used when the volume of sorting data is very high, then only it will go to the temporary table space. But if it is small, only 2-3 record, do you think always it is going to be in a temp?
No. In what area?
No.
But it is going to do sorting, correct? Where it will sort? Which area? Is it going to do sorting in our read log buffer or database buffer or SGA? Where it is doing
Yeah,
sorting?
it is in the working area.
In the working area. Where it is working area?
In the PGA.
PGA.
So at least no need to remember everything. At least एक या दो बताओ जो अगला समझ पाए हाँ. At least they are on track. That's it.
All right.
And I know these things you will never forget now. And if you will go and read the document, the same thing is written. But realization was not there. Now you guys started realizing, okay, this thing, and you're never going to forget all these things.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
the confidence level will be different.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so very sorting clear.
Yes, sir.
Under this work area, there is a sort area. If you go a little deep now.
So it's like inside program global area, there is a working area. And under working area, there is a sorting area.
Exactly. So what is the purpose of that sort area?
If anywhere
Like order by statement.
Order by statement.
Done.
DESC or anything. Group by.
Apart from that, there is a SQL area. What is being kept basically, right?
SQL statement.
When you are giving the query, where is going to be reside to start with? It is not directly reaching to your something called the PGA, something called what we are saying, the shared pool. Higher somewhere it is going to the shared pool, right? Whatever the parsing happening and all those.
Yes, sir.
Before that,
Or passing hard person.
is there in the, that's why we are saying it's a work area. Make sense?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
repeat once last thing?
So can you repeat the last sentence what you said?
Last sentence I said, as a whole, the bigger area, what we are saying is a program global area. What is program global area? Is a collection of n number of work area. What is work area? One work area equal to one connection related information. Inside work area, there are sort area is there, SQL area is there, but private SQL area, what we are saying, right?
Okay, okay, sir.
After that, we are having that sort area.
All right.
I have a question. Sir, the SQL area, like which you are saying, is it the, like we have read one SQL area there is in library cache.
No. See, library cache is going to have the area where all the hash code and that the execution plan, those things are being kept, right?
Okay.
Execution plan,
Yeah.
you guys are remembering, right? SQL area.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that part is there, but this is the temporary, this is the work area for each, and that is what you are referring. It is not for each and every user.
That is SGA part.
This is going to be common for all the, suppose we are having 20 connection.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 by you, 5 by Sataki, 5 by Arna, 5 by me. And we are using exact same identical statement. Do you think all 4 will be kept there? No, only one will be there. That's what we are shared area. But which one is yours? You are using, suppose, variable 10, you are passing variable. I am passing 20. So this 10 or 20 will be stored in the work area for you. Your work area is different. My work area is different.
Yeah, like for every server process, there will be different working area and different program global area. For each user connection, there will be a separate working area.
Exactly. That we fail to understand. And that's the reason I'm explaining all these things.
Got it, sir.
Is that very clear, or you, because these are the things very important.
Yes,
And
sir,
by
now clear.
what?
Now it is clear.
Okay, good. Because these things you guys are learning from day one. I know still problem will be there. And that is the only reason I'm asking or sharing or discussing this thing. And this thing is being discussed maybe so many times.
Yes, sir.
And it's not that you guys don't know, but realization is not there. So my role is to just make you realize, okay, these are the things. This is the reason.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we move?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the actual use of listener log file? What all of the information you will be getting in listener log?
So inside listener log, we can check all the number of connections, like how many connections have been made with our listener, or
You're able to make how many number of connections established?
the number of connections that being established with our listener and the duration of the connection, like the users are getting connected to our listener. All the duration details, like every details related to connection, will be there in the listener log.
Example. You said every information. What information?
So like if an user is getting connected with our listener, so for 1 hour it is getting connected, and then he's getting out of our database. So that time duration and the number of connections which have been made, like number of users getting connected to our database, these are the things.
Okay, now tell me one thing. Suppose one connection, we all are using one database only for making connection, and all have HR user. Arnav is also using HR to connect with database. Just give me 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm back. So all 3 of us connected to a database. And after connection, I'm start using some activities, some selection, insertion, updation, and database listener got shut down. Will we all 3 able to perform tasks, or we will be disconnected? not able to perform tasks?
We will be able to.
Sir,
Yeah,
if,
we will be
sir,
able to.
sir, if we are connected, then we can.
So if this is the situation and if listener is down, so no effect on the database, what do you mean to say?
New connections will not be established, but the people
No
who are
one
already
else
connected, they will
Yes.
be stay connected.
Yes, sir.
New user cannot connect.
New user will not be able to connect, what error they will be getting?
No listener.
Lost connection or no listener connection.
Mhm. Okay. Now, related to that, suppose one user, you are working as a DBA, one user send email saying that team, I'm not able to connect to the database known as ORCL. Can you please help me? To do this help or request, what all are the steps you will follow? Anyone can take this question step by step.
Yes,
Answer.
sir.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So we can ask for the error he or she is getting.
See, saying I'm not able to connect, it is just no error is giving, but I'm not able to make connection also. What do you do?
First of all, we can check if the database is running and the listener is running.
Okay.
Then if they are okay, then we can check the alert log. And of course, we can check if the user have those privileges, if the user like password is expired or yeah, these things.
Very good. Yeah, this is the yeah. You want to add something, Satyaki? Yeah.
No, sir, this will be the answer. Like, if the password is getting expired or not, or if the session
If the user
threshold.
account is locked or not. That
Yeah.
is one point.
So
Or if
there is a
threshold-
particular command like session limit. So if it is expired, then the user cannot connect.
Yes, that is also point.
Anything else?
Hello, sir.
Anything else you want to add?
Sir, we can also check the session thresholds, like the number of connections
Yeah. So
established.
one of the main thing what I was expecting, see, problem might be n number. Problem might be his network cable is loose. You can
Yes.
look as a DBA for that, right? And sometimes these kind of problems happen.
Yes, sir.
So how you are going to make sure that everything is correct, at least from the database end? Because by sitting as a DBA, means you cannot check what is happening locally with his system, his network. So after doing all the check, what you said, na, you ask which user you are trying to connect. Okay, and you try to connect HR/ whatever password @ whatever TNS entry, the connect string, right? Hit enter. If you will able to connect in this fashion, everything is perfectly all right with the database. So you have to reply saying everything is perfectly fine. You please check your local network and local testing. If you will able to connect with the same user, same database, no issue with the database center. This will give you confidence. Saying that, array, did I check this? Did I check what will happen if they will find that problems from database? What will happen to me? Right? So you are going to have justification. If your team member or senior or manager said, okay, what did you do? So these are the things, right? What is the proof? This is the proof. 100% full proof. Done. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these things will give you different levels of confidence. Because you never know where is the problem, right? If connection is happening, you are good at least. You can ask them to check with the network team. They will be just helping them to this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Related to that question, if somebody is saying that, okay, this thing is already locked, that is, user is locked, what do you do?
You can unlock the user.
Sir, we will check locked objects.
First we will check.
Object. You will check the that user is locked. Yeah. So user is locked. Find out user is locked or not, and for how long it is locked.
So there is a view called DB_users. So from there, I can check whether that particular user account has been locked or unlocked. And if it is locked, then there will be a command called alter user unlock.
Unlock.
Account unlock.
Alter user unlock account unlock.
Alter user username account unlock. Apart
Yes,
from
sir.
that, anything you will do or you're done. That's it.
So then I'll ask the user to try to make a connection to the database after like changing the password scenario.
Okay. See, whatever answer you gave, correct, but you need to be very, very, very vigilance or very
Specific.
not specific, attentive before doing unlock. You have to check with your senior. Sometimes, due to some purpose, user has been logged. You check this user is locked for last 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and users are complaining that I'm not able to log in. Can I unlock it? Sometimes due to some security reason, we used to just lock the user. So nobody will be able to log it in and do some changes. So
okay, sir.
That you have to be.
Like we have to check with senior.
Yeah. Mostly these kind of activity used to be kept in the loop in the group if some users are being logged intentionally due to some security or due to some project related issues. But still, because 2-3 years senior DBA you are, better to just check with this, these kind of things. So add on this point also.
All right, sir.
Before unlocking it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll unlock it. Yes, definitely you'll unlock. But before that, I'll make sure that.
But before that, yeah, I need to check with my senior.
Yeah.
Lead.
If you're okay, then just unlock it.
Okay, sir.
Suppose one user is there and your boss asks, okay, this is the development user and username is suppose test user. And please just drop this user. This is no more needed. Whatever the testing purpose we have created, that testing has been done, finished. No more use for this, please. What you will do? How you are going to delete this user?
Sir, first we will ask for approval from senior.
Okay, approval done. Your boss send email, okay, go ahead.
Then we will use the drop user command.
What command? Drop user username? It will drop or something else?
Drop user username. If
Drop
we want to
user.
drop all the entities we made with that user, we can.
Yeah. So to be safer side, okay, again, it's not mandatory. To be safer side, whenever we are doing any destructive activity, like dropping table, dropping something, dropping this user, take backup of it.
Yes, and
Yes,
EXPDB backup.
Yes, because I mean it's not possible for that. Okay.
Yes.
Backup of it and do whatever destructive this thing. Because suddenly somebody,
Right.
oh, I need that user. Can you please recreate? If that user is having 10-15 again, your whole day will go on. If
True.
you having that, you will simply 10-15, it is going to be there in this. Keep it
All
for
right, sir.
at least a couple of weeks, couple of months maybe, and after that you said, because if they needed at all, maybe in a week or a month or two, that's it. After that you clean that, done fine. So this is the best practices basically. Okay, not mandatory,
Yes,
but
sir.
it will save your life in front.
Yes, sir. For being on the safer side,
Yeah.
we should make a backup. Okay.
Now, if you will be just dropping it, some object will be there inside database, inside user, you will not able to drop username. You have to use cascade keyword.
Yes, good.
Okay, then
Yes,
only.
sir.
Now, if somebody is already connected with that user, you will not able to drop it. How you are going to drop them? How you are going to find out who is connected with this? Tell me.
So, like, how to find like which user is getting connected?
Yeah, then that user you need to just request, okay, exit kar jao, ya to usko kill kar do, and then you have to, otherwise you will be not able to perform the task. Correct?
Session kill करना होगा.
Sir, by watching the session ID,
How?
like
Which-
from
this
VDollar session.
No,
Yeah.
VDollar session will show you user. I don't think so. Who is connected, you will not able to get it, right? Which user? Because session ID will be shown, but session ID and the user ID is not there in the VDollar session, right?
Sir, then we have to use a command like select SID and then from
That you have to do practice, okay? Create one user, दूसरा सेशन से कनेक्ट कर लो, करके उसका फाइंड आउट करो कि कौन सेशन और कौन यूजर है, right? And just try to do it.
So we can watch it with the help of DB_user, that view. Like there will be a session.
All are guessing. Okay, only
I haven't got in the practicals. Yeah.
you have to do it. It's
Yes,
very
sir.
important. Because these are the real things you are going to perform. It's pretty easy. It's not that tough. These are the
Yes, sir.
situations. What we are discussing is the work experience. It's not that it's
Yes,
very
yes.
tough, but and these kind of activity, do you think is going to be there in syllabus? Never. Syllabus में क्या रहता है? कैसे create करते हैं user, कैसे उसमें permission देते हैं, कैसे उसमें different object create करते हैं. That's it. But these situations is working experience only. What we are sharing, discussing.
All right, sir. Like this will be a task for us.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And you have to just do that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between normal just role and default role? Role, default role. This is a little tricky. You need to just Google it, okay? What exactly it is and okay. Role, you remember all everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How to protect a role?
By giving it a password, like by make it password protected.
Okay. So create role name, identify by password, correct?
Yes, sir.
And how you are going to use this role? Suppose you have password protected role and you have one user called HR. So if you will be giving grant role name, is it going to be working or you have to do something else? Do practice. It is going to take 5 minutes only.
So it's like your question is like how to assign a role to a particular user
With password protected role.
with password protected role. Okay.
You guys might be knowing only role, create role name, and then you give grant this, and after that you gave the grant whatever role to HR user, right? But if
Yes, grant role to users.
password protected, how you are going to do it? Okay, it will take 5 minutes only to practice. Okay.
So can I guess? Like, can I guess one thing?
No need to guess.
Okay, sir.
Interview also, should I guess? So you look
I get it.
if not, conference will not be there.
Yeah, true. All right, sir.
Once done for lifetime.
All right, sir.
Okay. One parameter is there. 07 dictionary equal to true. Parameter file.
Sorry, sir, I didn't got the question.
There is a parameter called 07 underscore dictionary equal to true or false. What is the use of that parameter?
So actually, I couldn't recall it. Like, is there any parameter in the P file, like parameter file or not? 07 equals to dictionary.
07. Let me.
It is for selecting any table.
This is parameter. You have to do practice. What is actually used? This is the parameter file. True or false is the value. What will happen if I will do false? What will happen if I'll do true? It's very important for interview. It's very important for day-to-day little senior.
Sir, if it is false, then we can access
what
objects.
No, these things you are just simply reading from this thing. You have to do practice. There is a security related thing. There is a grant.
On the system privilege.
Yeah, permission related thing. So any user having permission, all the data dictionaries view will be visible to him. That is not good. If you want to restrict that.
Okay, so only the system user or the sys user will have the access to
all data dictionaries. Not so. If we will be giving grant, select any object. So any means anybody can access anybody's objects. That's not good. Including system data dictionaries will be exposed to everyone. If somebody is having that any grant, any table, select any permission. Grant, select any table. If you will be giving to a user called HR will be able to read all the data dictionary. That is not good.
True.
How to restrict that? This parameter is going to act for that. So you have to do practically and see.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't get it, like what you said.
I didn't get your. Are you saying something to me?
Yes, sir. Like what you explained, I didn't get.
That they will explain you. I asked simple one parameter I have shown you.
Yes, yes.
Just discuss or learn about that. Why this parameter is this? That the answer I was explaining. So you do Google, you will get the answer. Not an issue. Okay. Okay. So this is pretty much for now from my side. We are going to have another discussion next week, but be prepared the kind of question we have gone through, right? So we are going to have that discussion is going to have mostly focus on the backup and recovery and performance tuning.
Okay, sir.
All right, sir. So, and architecture as well, right?
So architecture, I know you guys are good now. So whatever question I asked, I know where you stuck. So you already stuck there. So that is
okay.
Because see, level wise, I said 0 to 2 level means 0 to 2 years experience. You are good with architecture. I'll go a little deeper later on, not now.
All right, sir. Sure.
Done with the basic one, why to go advanced?
True, sir.
0 to 4 years experience. All the questions you should be able to answer based on all three. So today we focused basic on the these things where people used to stuck. We discussed. In the next session, we will be having a backup recovery and a performance tuning. And after that, once again, one more session, A to Z, little advanced I'll take.
All right, sir.
And if you will able to perform this, the last one good, you are ready for job. If not, you have to wait. So I'm giving this, today is just Wednesday, na? Maybe most probably, do you have any session in between?
Yes, sir, today.
Today is still, huh? Yeah, so let him finish. So maybe this Sunday, ping me. Okay, if no session from Anis will be there, I will discuss. Else Monday.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Okay.
So actually, there will be a session on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then Monday. That's what I'm saying. Then
okay, sir. I'll inform you.